Alright guys, I just wanted to show you guys what I'm having to go through to install these light switches. It's no easy feat. This is a 2019 Silverado Trail Boss Custom, and as previously on my previous videos I had showed you guys where I had mounted these switches, but I did not show you guys the process. Well, this is the process. Look at my dash. It's completely tore apart. You have to take out the radio console, you have to take out the top part right here, you have to take off the plate that goes around here, you have to take this piece off, you have to take the bottom piece that goes underneath the console right there in order to get this piece to come loose, so you can have access to put switches back here. It's a lot of work, guys, and as you can see right here, this is where I cut the original plastic. This was all solid. This was the only little hole that was back here, and I ended up cutting this section out the very first time I ran my switches. And unfortunately, because there's that steel plate that's back there, I cannot run my force switch back here. I had to drop it down here, and once I get this mounted up I'll give you a better view, but you can see there where I've had to lower that force switch down there on the bottom. So I ended up having to cut another piece down here just so I have access to plug in the terminals on the back side, guys. And if I were you guys, I would not go this route. It's a lot of work. I would look for an auxiliary mounting switch to mount your switches somewhere else, so you guys don't have to go through this, man. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, guys. I might end up in the future buying a new lower piece and buying an auxiliary switch and run my switches and run it to an auxiliary switch, because if I put it in a new piece, I got to disassemble again, and once I get the new piece I got to reroute my wires to the auxiliary switch. But for now, this is what I'm sticking with. I've already committed to doing it this way. But if I should have ran an auxiliary switch is what I'm telling you guys. If that's the way you guys got lights and accessories, mount an auxiliary switch, guys. That's the way to go. All right, just a little info. Once I get this all buttoned up, I don't have the lights installed. I wanted to do this first because I knew this was going to be the most difficult part. Once I get all the wiring hooked up, my terminals hooked up to the switches, everything buttoned back up, then I'll start running the wiring for my lights. All right, stay tuned for the final product, guys. Thanks for watching.